All right. All right. So let's find out if we're live where we are supposed to be live. Let's find out. Yes. Well, we are live right here. Okay. Now let's go see if we're live over here. We should be, but let's find out. Mm, yes. Okay. So we start a new book today. As a matter of fact, we are on the last leg of this shit talking tour slash wellness clinic. We are one step closer to finding out who the main man it really is and how tough he really was. So come along with me and let's find out what the fuck is going on. This is the last leg of this tour. So come on. Okay. Wait. Hold on. Wow. Hold on. Huh. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Did I already read all this? Wait. Where are we at? Okay. Okay, so I guess we're on 6. No, we're on chapter 5. We're on chapter 5. I know what's going on in life. I swear I know what's happening. Okay. After this, there was a feast of the Jews, and Jesus went up to Jerusalem. There is in Jerusalem by the sheep gate pool, which is called in Hebrew Bethsaida, having 5 porches. In these lay a great multitude of sick people, blind, lame. Okay, so this is a giant ass pool area that all the sick people lay around because when the water comes up, it's supposed to heal you. And there's this man who's there continually, but nobody will help him go get into this pool because his legs don't work. So Jesus walking by, oh, and this is Sabbath, by the way. Jesus is walking by and sees this guy and is like, do you want to walk? And the guy's like, I do. And Jesus like, get up and walk then. And the Pharisees are so offended by this. Okay. Okay. So when Jesus healed him, the man departed and told the Jews that it was Jesus. For this reason, the Jews persecuted Jesus and sought to kill him because he had done these things on a Sabbath, because Jesus gives no fucks. He is a troll of all trolls. And I'm sure somebody in this time was like, oh my God, I can't believe he's doing that. He's killing everybody. He's bringing everybody to 1913. Ugh. Okay. They were mad because he did these things on the Sabbath. But Jesus answered them and said, my Father has been working until now, and I have been working. Therefore, the Jews sought all the more to kill him, because he not only broke the Sabbath, but also said God was his Father. Well, don't you say God Father, God the Father. Look, making himself equal with God. How? But okay. Then Jesus answered and said, listen, I'm telling you, the Son can do nothing for himself, of himself, but he sees what the Father, he sees, hold on, for himself, but what he sees the Father do. For whatever he does, the Son also does in the manner. For the Father loves the Son and shows him all things that he himself does, and he will show him greater works than these, that you may marvel. For as the Father raises the dead and gives life to them, even so the Son gives life to whom he will. For the Father judges no one, but has committed all judgment to the Son, that all should honor the Son just. They honor the Son just as they honor the Father. He who does not honor the Son does not honor the Father who sent him. Most assuredly, I say to you, he who hears my word and believes, believes him who sent me has everlasting life and will not and shall not come into judgment, but has passed from death into life. Most assuredly, I say to you, the hour is coming, and now is when the dead will hear the voice. The dead will hear the voice of the Son of God, and those who hear will live. For as the Father has life in himself, so he has granted the Son to have life in himself, and has given him authority to execute judgment also, because he is the Son of Man. Do not marvel at this, for the hour is coming in which all who are in the graves will hear his voice and come forth. Those who have done good to the resurrection of life. Oh, damn, why is it every time? Those who have done good to the resurrection of life, and those who have done evil to the resurrection of condemnation. I can myself do nothing as I hear. I judge, and my judgment is righteous, because I do not seek my own will, but the will of the Father who sent me. Why? Why am I so tired? Every time. If I bear witness of myself, my witness is not true. There is another who bears witness of me, and I know that witness which he witnesses is true. You have sent to John, and he has borne witness to the truth. Yet I do not receive testimony from man, but I say things that you might be saved. He was burning, and he was a burning and shining lamp, and you were willing for a time to rejoice in his light. But I have a greater witness. For the works which the Father has given me to finish, the very works that I do, bear witness of me that the Father has sent me, and the Father himself who sent me has testified to me. You have neither heard his voice at any time, nor seen his form, but you do not have his word abiding in you, because you fat fuckers worship Satan. That's not what Jesus said. He said, because whom he sent, him you do not believe. You search in the scriptures, for in them you think you have eternal life. And these are they which testify of me. Psalm 22. But you are not willing to come to me that you may have life. I do not receive honor from men, but I know you that you do. You do not have the love of God in you. I have come in my Father's name, and you do not receive me. Receive me? If another comes in his own name, him you will receive, because Satan. How can you? How can you believe who receive honor from another and do not seek honor from the one and only God? Smash. Do not think that I shall accuse you to the Father. There is one who accuses you, Moses, in whom you trust. For if you believed Moses, you would have believed me, for he wrote of me. Did he? Okay. But if you do not believe his writings, how will you believe my words? Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We're going to pause right here real quick. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. So we are now on chapter 6. Okay. It says, after these things, Jesus went over the Sea of Galilee, which is it, which is the Sea of Tiberias. Hi, Mom. Uh, Jesus went, which is the Sea of Tiberias. Then a great multitude followed him because of his giant shiny piles of shit. So anyway, they followed him because they saw his giant piles of shiny shit. I mean, they saw his signs which he performed on those who were diseased. And Jesus went up on a mountain, and there he sat with his disciples. Now, celebrate Dead Baby Day was near when Jesus lifted up his eyes, seeing a great multitude coming. He said to Philip, where are we going to buy food? How can we stimulate the economy? But this he said to test them, for he already knew what he would do. Because for some reason, this guy knows that. Anyway, um, they were like, uh, look, wait, there's gonna be no way to feed these people, right? And then one of his disciples, Andrew, Peter's brother, said, there's a lad here who has 5 barley loaves and 2 fish, but how are they among so many? And then Jesus said, tell the people to sit down. Now, there was a very large place for them to sit. So they sat down in number. There was about 5,000. And Jesus took 2 loaves of bread and he was like, Dad, Dad, we's hungry. Like, can we have some sandwiches? And then God's like, yeah, just don't use the deep fryer. And then Jesus like, I'm not going to use the deep fryer. We just want a sandwich. And then God's like, what kind of sandwich? And Jesus is like, a fish sandwich. Yeah, all I want is a fish sandwich. So God gave everybody fish sandwich. Okay. Okay. And then Jesus said to his disciples, gather the fragments that remain so nothing is lost. They gathered 12 baskets of fragments. Then those men, when they had seen the sign Jesus did, said, this is truly the prophet who has come to this world. Therefore, when Jesus perceived they were about to come and take him by force and make him king, he departed again to the mountain by himself alone. Dun, dun, dun. How does John know they were going to make him king? Nobody knows that. Okay. Now, when evening came, his disciples went down to the sea, got into a boat, and went over the sea toward Capernaum. And it was already dark, and Jesus had not come to them. Then the sea arose because a great wind was blowing. So when they had rowed the boat about 3 or 4 miles, they saw Jesus walking on the water near the boat, and they were afraid. And he was like, "You better not have peed your pants, Peter. Like, you know who I am. You better not have peed your pants. I will be so mad. You know there's no such thing as a ghost, and you know who I am. So why would you be scared? Why did you pee your pants? Fucking Peter. Look, look, I need on the boat." So he got on the boat, and it was that uh they got him on the boat, and immediately the boat was on the land. On the following day, when the people who were standing on the other side saw there was no other boat there, except the ones the disciples took, and Jesus did not enter the boat, but his disciples had gone away alone. However, other boats came from Tiberias near the place where they ate bread after the Lord had asked his dad for a fish sandwich. When the people, therefore, saw that Jesus was not there, nor his disciples, they got into boats and went to Capernaum seeking Jesus. And then they found him on the other side, and they said, "When did you get here? Like, how dare you leave and not tell anybody where you're going? Because for some reason, we need to be in total control of you. Always. Do you understand?" And Jesus said, "Listen, I'm telling you, you guys don't even like me for who I am. You like me because of what I do. So don't feign your respect for me. You guys fucking suck. I don't even know why I'm here. You guys are terrible." That's not what Jesus said. Mostly that is kind of what he said, but it's not what he said. Um, do not labor for the food which perishes, but for the food which endures forever, which the Son of Man will give you, because God the Father has set his seal on him. Then they said, "What shall we do that we may work the works of God?" And Jesus said, "This is the work of God, that you believe in him who he sent." Therefore they said, "What sign will you perform?" And then Jesus is like, "Moses didn't give you the bread from heaven, but my Father gives you true bread from heaven. For the bread of God is he who comes down from heaven and gives life to the world." And then they said, "Please stop talking in circles. We would like you to do some magic." Uh, and then Jesus said, "I am the bread of life. He who comes to me shall never hunger, and he who believes in me will never thirst. But I said to you that you have seen me and do not believe. All the Father gives me will come to me, and the one who comes to me I will by no means cast out, for I have come down from heaven, and not to do my own will, but to do the will of him who sent me. This is the will of the Father, that of all he has given me, I should lose nothing, but should raise it up at the last day. And this is the will of him who sent me, that everyone who sees the Son and believes may have everlasting life, and I will raise him on the last day. Then the Jews complained about him because he said, I am the bread which came from heaven. And they said, isn't this Mary and Joe's kid? Isn't this the carpenter? We know him already. He, Jesus therefore answered and said, do not murmur among yourselves. No one can come to me unless the Father who sent me draws him. And I will raise him up at the last day. It is written in the prophets, and they shall be taught by God. Therefore, everyone who has heard and learned from the Father comes to me. Not anyone has seen the Father except he who is from God. He has seen the Father. Most assuredly, I say to you, he who believes in me has everlasting life. I am the bread of life. Your fathers ate the manna and are dead. This is the bread which comes from heaven, that one may eat of it and not die. I am the living bread which came from heaven. Anyone who eats of this bread, anyone who eats of this bread, he will live forever. And the bread I shall give is my flesh, because I'm a naked zombie. Dun dun dun. Yeah. Okay. Then the Jews quarreled among themselves because they're like, we're not cannibals. We only suck baby pecker. Okay. Anyway, most assuredly, I say to you, unless you eat the flesh of me and not a baby, and drink my blood and not baby pecker blood, you have no life in you. Whoever eats my flesh and not babies, and drinks my blood and not babies, has eternal life, and I will raise him up at the last day. For my flesh is food indeed, and not babies, and my blood is drink indeed, and not baby pecker blood. He who eats my flesh and drinks my blood abides in me, and I in him. And oh, there's my mom. Hi, mom. Don't cuss at me. I don't know what she said. Mom, you're not even commenting. Oh, see, you're not even commenting on my video, mom. Well, mom, What video did you comment on? It doesn't even say. It doesn't even. Oh, hi, Mom. You're commenting on the wrong video. My mom's commenting on the wrong video. Mom, and you might not want to comment on the video I'm doing right now because you would not be impressed with it at all. Let's find out. Or we're going to find out. Mom, you're not even commenting. She's doing something, though. I don't know what my mom did. Oh, shit. Did I just not go live anymore? I am live, right? I don't know. I think I am. Okay. We're going to assume I am. Okay. So where are we at? Okay. Okay. And then he's like, eat my flesh. So these things he did in the synagogue as he taught in Capernaum. Therefore, many of his disciples, when they heard this, said, "This is a hard saying. Who can understand it?" Why is he talking in circles? This guy is always talking in circles. We can't do this. It's no good. Uh, wait. Yeah. When Je- when Jesus knew in himself that his disciples complained about this, he said, "Does this offend you? What? What then? If you would see the Son of Man ascend where he was before, it is the Spirit who gives life. The flesh profits nothing. The words that I speak to you are spirit and they are life. But there are some of you who do not believe because Jesus knew which ones. For some reason, John knows that. He just knows what Jesus knows, apparently. Anyway, therefore, I have said to you that no one can come to me unless it has been granted by my Father. From that time, many of his disciples went back and walked with him no more. Then Jesus said to the 12, "Do you guys want to go too? I mean, I don't care. Maybe." But Peter answered and said, "Yeah, but then where are we going to go, though? You know how to do life, so we should stay with you. And we listen to you, and you've changed the whole game, dog. So, like, where are we supposed to go?" And then Jesus said, "I did choose you 12, but one of you is evil." Yeah. Mhm. Wait. You know how to do, and also we have come to believe and know. Yeah, like we've been with you and we know you. And then Jesus said, "Did I not choose you? You 12. and yet one of you is a devil. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to end right here. I want to thank you for watching. I want to tell you, you are amazing. I love you so much. Have the greatest day ever. No, it's not even daytime. It's time to give the pillows some head and the sheets some ass and have the greatest night ever and the sweetest dreams ever. I love you so much. Bye.